just about 1:04 on Q95 FM radio station. We are in studio with Elvis from Dominica Brewers. He'll be with us for a few minutes here as he tells us all about the great offers that Dominica Brewers is undertaking this weekend. Welcome and good afternoon to you, Elvis.
Good afternoon, Mr. Funke. How you doing?
Doing well, doing good.
That's great. Yes, we're here usually on a Friday afternoon about this time to let persons know exactly what's happening with Dominica Brewery and Beverages for the weekend and throughout the week as well. And one of the first things that I want to touch on is definitely what will you do with $1,000 or better yet, $10,000. The possibilities are endless. Kubuli presents its endless summer promotion, and we know that persons have a chance to win for the next 3 weeks $1,000 each week and $10,000 on the 10th of September, the grand prize. All you have to do is purchase your 6 Kubulis, collect your 6 crowns, put it in an envelope, drop it in a box provided, and we have many places, of course, where we can tell you can drop your crowns. So to every 6 crowns you put in an envelope, you write your name, address, and telephone number at the back of it, drop it in one of the boxes provided, and you have a chance. Of course, the first draw is on Tuesday, and that will happen live on Tuesday, and you can make sure that you drop your box, your crowns before Tuesday, because the first draw happens on Tuesday morning for the first $1,000, and after that on the 30th, the 2nd, and on the 6th of September, the 3rd. The 10th of September, the grand prize, $10,000. That is one of the first things that we want to talk about. It's going to be a big, endless summer for some of our customers, consumers out there this summer holiday. And for the first on Tuesday, you have a chance, of course, to finish buying the stuff for the kids for back to school. Also, the 30th give you a second chance if you did not qualify in the first draw. So we want you to take advantage of that and go along and pick up your crowns. You know what I'm saying? You purchase your 6 Kubulis, don't throw the crowns. Pick up your crowns, drop them in an envelope and in a box provided. Let me tell you a few places where you can drop that, of course. Some of the places are A&A, Low Price Center, Calibishi, Davos, Roseau, Ike's, Scotshead, Wife, Soufriere, Bems, Grand Bay, Maxmat, Jimit, Jack Siwo, Laplane, Country Liberty, Dailies, Kelvin Francis, Cross Street, Roseau, Minier 7-Eleven, Louisville, Pottersville and Akinville, I&I, Pottersville, Maslin Reynolds, Point Michel, Rosema George, Grand Form, Sentimental, Borough Square, Sugar's Delight, Kulibishri, Blair and Estelle, Vickers, Slim's Minimat, Wesley, Teresa Honore, Paybush, Sonelia Beggs, Marigot, Jackson's, Roseau, Why Not, Roseau, Bernard Drago, Cassibus, Antimave, Roseau, Clemhav, Newtown, Alejandro's, 38 Hillsborough Street, Elima, Loubier, The Lab, Mahu. And for this weekend only, you can drop your crowns at Bernice Muller on the big step on Kennedy Avenue for a promotion there on Saturday. You can come join us and enjoy some Pisiko Kubuli. Walk with your envelope, of course, and drop off your 6 crowns at the same time. Martian on Sunday. A big wet party going on at Martians on Sunday, so you can check them out there and drop your crowns there as well. Just walk with your envelope, drop your crowns, and tonight, in a massive way, we're heading to Campbell at Captain's, so you can join us there as well. Drink a few Kubulis, drop your crowns off there as well. So let me get straight off into, and just before I do, let me just remind persons of the shop and drop as well, happening at ACS and Save a Lot. Shop and drop. And just write your name, speak up a 6-pack, write the name, address, telephone number at the back of your receipt, drop it in the box, and you also have a chance of winning $500 shopping voucher. And that's happening at ACS and Save a Lot. But for this weekend, what's happening this weekend? Bees Bar, Clio Sport, Lally, Granby. It's Reggae Friday happening there tonight. Free Up Fridays at Davos this afternoon from 4. We have the Kubuli DJs, Kubuli Ladies. DJ Flinterstick will be in the house at Captain in Campbell in a big way. Just got a call confirming. So Captain, yes, and Petit Savant has confirmed that they will be heading to Campbell at Captain's Bar tonight to beat them guys up there in a domino game. So the Petit Savant team will be heading to Campbell tonight, and the Kubuli DJs, Kubuli Ladies will be there as well. Name that cocktail, and that's happening at Alejandro's tonight from 7. And when we say name that cocktail, give your cocktail to taste, and you come up with a name for it. We put that name on Facebook. The name with the most like will definitely stick. So let us go on down tonight at Alejandro's, formerly known as Sector 7, and go on down and name a cocktail. Tomorrow, 3 weeks down the line, when you pass at Alejandro's, you check out the menu, you can see a name that you came up with as one of their cocktails. So you can check them out tonight, and don't forget, they are famous in their wings business, so you can check them there tonight. Your Kubuli free for 10 as well. More happening free 410 this time at Seabreeze in Marigot all weekend long. You can check them for your free 410 in Marigot. Join Bernice Moulon on the big step. It's happening on Kennedy Avenue tomorrow Saturday. Braff and Booze happening at Miranda's Corner tomorrow Saturday. That has been ongoing throughout the summer, and tomorrow is no different. You can check them out for the Braff and Booze at Miranda's Corner. Reggae Saturday continues, and that's happening at the Gazebo in Kalibishi. Big domino action happening at Jacksio tomorrow Saturday. The Kubuli Ladies, Kubuli DJs, and big promotion on with your Kubuli free for 10 and domino action at Jacksio in Laplane tomorrow Saturday. Wear your jersey day, that's happening in Collyhoo. Wear your jersey day at Norma's Bar in Collyhoo. So we are not telling you what you will win, but wear your jersey and go down to Norma's place in Collyhoo tomorrow Saturday. Wild Splash is also on at Jamba in Coptoll on the Land Entertainment. All you do is take a small walk across the bridge, across the Spring Bridge, and when you get across the Spring Bridge, there will be no more sorrow, and you can enjoy yourself with them at this Wild Splash at Jamba Extreme Sport Coptoll. Clay Harbour, it's on. Fundraising summer pageant is on tomorrow Saturdays. You can check out Clay Harbour for this big summer pageant on tomorrow Saturday. Sunday, the bike show is on at the Bridge Bar in Marigot, Melvin Hall, Marigot. It's the place to be on Sunday for this big bike show. And on Sunday as well, we're heading down south, and we're heading to Mashan in Point Michel for this big wet party at Mashan's place. And you know how it's done at Mashan's place? Something crazy is always going down at Mashan's place, so you can check them on Sunday for this big wild wet party happening at Mashan's tomorrow Saturday. So action all over the place. Massive, and you know all the places that you can be throughout the weekend, your custom of being, including the Urban Garden Cafe, the old school bars, and so on. Burger and beer as well happening at Simon Sport and Club in Massac. So quite a few stuff up for you this weekend, and just remember, do not litter the place with your Kubuli crown. When you drink your Kubuli, save your crown. Put sex in an envelope and drop them in a box provided, and you have a chance of winning goulash and this $1,000,000 and lots more.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Elvis. Appreciate it. Very good. Quite a lot of activities happening there. Very busy. Another busy weekend for you.
Just another busy weekend. Just
Yes.
another busy weekend. I'm saying we're heading to Captain to the Jacksio tomorrow. We have Mashan on Sunday. We have Marigot on Sunday. Quite a few places to be. You know what I'm saying? The big step in town tomorrow. Lights up as well, and you have no choice than to jump on the Kubuli wagon train and let's get somewhere, and let us have a blessed and of course safe weekend for the weekend. If you're drinking, remember to drink in moderation.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Q95. It's just about 14 after the hour of 1 o'clock. Welcome back to Talk on the Block. It's time to talk. But before we do so, let me tell you that a bunch of keys was lost on the Goodwill Road, on the Goodwill back road near the stadium. So somebody lost a bunch of keys near the stadium on the Goodwill back road. The good news is that these keys have been found. So if you lost your keys in that area recently, your keys have been found. You can collect it at JB's Unique Beauty Salon on Hillsborough Street. Okay, so you just go across with some proof that the keys belong to you at JB's Unique Beauty Salon on Hillsborough Street. Okay, so that's by way of announcement there. A lucky person, you lost your keys, they have been found and you can collect them at JB's Unique Beauty Salon on Hillsborough Street. So be sure to check this out. It's 1:15. We begin to talk, and because it's Friday and it is already 1:15, we will simply open up the lines for you this afternoon. So whatever you have on your mind that you would like to talk about, now is the time to do it. Our number is 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097. Of course, the overseas line, 305-432-9624. And if you're calling from the DG line, 616-4257. So now is the time. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about this afternoon, or that's been weighing on your mind out there in the communities across this beautiful land of ours, be sure to give us a call here at 449-3095, 3096, 3097. Or the overseas line 305-432-9624 as we begin Talk on the Block for today. It is Friday. It's the 19th day in the month of August 2016, and of course we are in the middle of the hurricane season, and we just need to remind you to be cautious out there. And we're hearing of some approaching disturbance in the next couple of days. Two tropical waves making their way across the Atlantic, but we'll be keeping obviously a very watchful eye on the development of those storms. So if there's anything that we need to warn you about, we'll be sure to inform you right here on the big station. But just so you know that it is that time of year again. In fact, we are just about actually 1 week away from this huge storm that we had. It will be exactly 1 year since we had the storm, and it has been quite a year for Dominique. Of course, we've seen quite a lot happen during that time, quite a lot of damage to the infrastructure. We're told some $3.2 billion in damages, and some recovery of note. We have seen in some areas where we've recovered, in others no. But you know, it's one of those things. We are back in the season, and it is quite interesting to see. So we're keeping an eye on Fiona. Nothing really serious with Fiona. It is still well out in the Atlantic. Fiona has sustained winds of some 40 knots, or 45 miles per hour. That's tropical storm Fiona. It is maximum central pressure just about 1,006 millibars, and it is moving west northwest at just about 10 miles per hour. So Fiona is out there in the Atlantic, poses no serious threat. But I think there is a more interesting storm developing further in the Atlantic. This is disturbance 1 with a 10% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. And this is the tropical wave, which is located about 500 miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. And this is producing a disorganized area of cloudiness and shower activity. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducive for gradual development, and the tropical depression could form early next week, while the system moves westward at about 15 miles per hour across the tropical Atlantic Ocean. So this is the one we need to keep our eyes out for. There's a good chance, given where it has formed, well to the south of the islands, and it's moving northwest. There's a very good chance it will be passing directly over those islands if it continues in that particular track. So that's something to look out for. But that's not until next week, early next week. And so it looks like today into tomorrow should be fine for us. Nothing serious there, as Fiona and this tropical disturbance, which has a chance of developing further, makes its way across the Atlantic. All right, it's 19 past 1 o'clock. This is Talk on the Block for today, Friday. Sitting in for Matt Peltier. And of course, we are keeping an open line this afternoon. So we certainly would like to encourage you to call us here at 449-3095, 449-3096, 3097. And if you're calling from overseas, 305-432-9624. Also, we were expecting to hear from the man Wadix. And so, Wadikole, if you are listening at this time, please give us a call here, as we are all set and ready, waiting for your call. So that's for Wadix there, and the King of Kings competition taking place in New York. So that's taking place, I think, this weekend, and we are waiting to hear from the man Wadix. So once you get this call, of course, you can reach us here on the big station Q95. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to Talk on the Block. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Talk on the Block. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Talk on the Block. Okay, I'm not sure. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk on the Block. Good afternoon. Okay, we seem to be having some issues with the lines. The telephones are going. I seem unable to receive the calls. So let's see if we can get this sorted out. $500 to purchase a season's ticket for only $250. Autant bien, messieurs, mesdames, $250 EC. The greatest lineup on earth. Take advantage of this year's season ticket special at the DFC office at the Ground Floor Financial Center from today.
Mais oui, Clef, got the Elizabeth Faché.
Bring along a valid ID, receive your receipt, and redeem your ticket after September 1. A maximum of 2 tickets per person. The World Creole Music Festival, where people meet. C'est musique à nous.
It's the Kapuli Endless Summer Promotion. Kapuli Endless Summer. Collect 6 Kupuli crowns placed in an envelope with name, address, and telephone number. Drop in entry boxes nationwide. One person will win $1,000 every week for 3 weeks. 3 separate draws with a grand prize draw for $10,000. $10,000 on 5th September. Promotion runs August 9th to September 5th. Kupuli, endless summer.
If you're the one paying for college, shouldn't you be spending your hard-earned money on an associate degree that is internationally recognized and does not cost you a fortune? That's right. Right now, you can earn a fully accredited and internationally recognized CXC or CAPE associate degree with Lit Institute for much less than what it costs to study abroad or anywhere in Dominica. Earn transfer college credits that allow you to apply and gain acceptance to the best colleges and universities around the world. Or simply upgrade your qualifications with a CAPE associate degree and apply for the most competitive jobs and promotions. Degrees available in business, economics, accounting, entrepreneurship, information and communication technology, law, natural sciences, environmental science, and tourism. So do yourself a favor and get the CAPE advantage. Register anytime before June the 30th and qualify for even lower tuition. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead. Call 276-8548 or 440-3257 or email lidinstitute@hotmail.com or visit www.lidinstitute.dm. The Lid Institute CAPE Advantage. A better degree, a better life.
This is it. The 2016 Madame Wabduyet Canada Show, Madame of Madames, is on Saturday, October 1st, 2016 at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue in Toronto, Canada. The best of Dominica's cultural heritage will be showcased as we celebrate Madame Wabduyet Canada's 5th anniversary. The Madame Wabduyet Canada Show, Madame of Madames, will be a fierce contest as past winners and first runner-ups do battle, bringing their experience, flair, and beauty to the stage. But only one can win the title of titles, Madame of Madames. This year's theme, Viva Sissi Coteron, honoring Dominica's cultural advocate, Mabel Alice Sissi Coteron. Come enjoy a delicious dinner and an exciting show. Tickets are only $50. October 1st, the 2016 Madame Wabduyet Canada Cultural Show, Madame of Madames, at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue in Toronto, Canada. See you there.
Like, share, and win with the NTRC this summer. Get ready for the new school season with some fabulous prizes. Simply like the NTRC's Dominica Facebook page, share with your Facebook friends, and get a chance to win a Samsung mini tablet, $250 cash, or even $500 cash. It's my summer, my NTRC. Promotion ends August 18th. Terms and conditions apply.
www.q95da.com. It's our brand new dynamic Q Family website. Log in, interact, have fun on the pages of your favorite shows. Rise and Shine, The Hot Seat, Easy Rock 951, Nature Isle Cruise, Youth on Q, Knockout 95, Politics, Weekly Headlines, Island Rhythms, Soul to Soul Gospel, Creole Asser Q, The Big Link Up, Q Exposure, Power Drive 951, Q Classic Gold Flashbacks, Sports Rap, The Quiet Side of Q. Interact live with your show hosts and Q Family listeners worldwide in real time. Make your comments, give your feedback, tell the world what's on your mind in the comments box at the bottom of the pages at q95da.com. You interact and connect instantly with friends and Q Family members on the hottest social networks: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Messenger, Gmail, Google+. Make your comments in the box at the bottom of each news story on the news page by clicking on the headline of the news story. Log in to q95da.com. You'll just love to serve every unique unique page on our brand new dynamic interactive Q Family website. Browse through our interesting pages in your Q Family photo gallery. Listen to live audio. Watch intriguing videos on QTV on our homepage and in our video gallery. Q95 has long gone global. Place your web banners and video ads where the world is watching and listening. On the big station, Q95DA.com. Streaming crystal clear audio and video in total liquid stereo. Don't miss out. Check Q95DA.com today and every day. Check it right now. Immerse yourself in what's hot and happening at www.q95da.com. Lock it in. Right on Q, the big station.
En l'avenir, tu as laissé mon cœur.
It's 29 past the of 1 o'clock. Welcome back to Talk on the Block for today, Friday.
Au fond de moi, tu as blessé mon cœur tout entier. Non, 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 non. Oh, non, 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 non.
Hello, good afternoon.
Doctor there?
Yes, okay. We were having some issues earlier on, but I'm glad it's been sorted out now. Good afternoon.
How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing well. How are you this afternoon?
I cool. I was a little concerned having to do with you not being able to access the calls.
Yes, I tried several times, and for some reason it was not going through, but we seem to be okay now.
My partner Matt Pelte is okay, or private plane come and pick him up?
Yes, he's fine. Doing some personal business this afternoon.
They told me they sent a special plane to pick him up.
That's what I was told as well.
Doc, it's very interesting. I'm a bit puzzled. I'm a bit confused and bewildered as well. It is confusing enough, Doc, because I am asking myself a question for years. I have answered myself several times, having to do with the state of mind of a people that can be that permissive, Doc. I listened to Roosevelt Skerritt saying maybe last week that he holds no animosity towards anyone. to be hostile, he's not hostile, but the same Roosevelt Skerritt and Anthony Astafans concocted a thing to have Mr. Linton jailed.
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Saying he disclosed Skerritt private information having to do with the IPO and have police gone search his house. When the information went back, and it shows that it was Roosevelt Skerritt and Anthony Astafans. That
That's
level
correct.
of aggression there, you're telling me you're not hostile towards anybody. So it is very, very crucial, and no matter how much abuse Dominicans is taking, there seems to be something. I don't know if it is a spiritual thing. I don't know if it's a psychological thing. Maybe the lack of the intellect of a people, because there is a brain drain, and which this one is more systematic, Doc. After Hurricane David, a lot of our brains, really left because they just watched the land and figure out there's nothing for them.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had Hurricane, so-called Labour Party, which is Roosevelt Skerritt, that is not Labour, have a further added insult to injury, further aggravate the situation, having to do with people just figuring out, they cannot stay under that. But now again, the man is systematically pushing the intellectuals away and the skilled people away, where you have the Builders and Contractors Association crying, Doc, in the wilderness. They can't get not one major project in Dominica. It's Chinese, it's Barbadians, it's Venezuelans, and everybody. And, Doc, that is not enough. Apart from go to hell, it's not your damn business. No law, no constitution. Running the police by remote control and all them things there. What is wrong with Dominicans? Why they cannot wake up, Doc? Maybe we need to go to the stars to come up with an answer. Have a blessed day, Doc. I hope other people can call and, let me know that other people to call. Thanks for the time, Doc.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for, drawing on this particular topic, and, and he wonders about the psyche of a country and the consciousness of a country. And I think that's an important thing to consider. And you wonder that people, are people just not paying attention? Are people just too busy going about their own lives that they don't see what is happening? around them. It's quite interesting. Of course, if you're wondering today about the West Indies and this match, West Indies versus India on day 2, still no play. There's been no rain today in Trinidad, but I'm not sure what happened last night with the odd field. It's very wet, and because of the wet odd field, they've not been able to resume play as of yet. Hopefully there will be some play later this afternoon as they allow the outfield to dry up. The playing area is fine, but the outfield is wet, and they're working on getting this dried up so play can resume. Of course, there's another match taking place today. South Africa, New Zealand taking place. South Africa batting first. They were 246 for 8 in this very interesting test taking place between South Africa and New Zealand. It's 26 before the hour of 2 o'clock. Remember, at 2 o'clock, we have the DG Cell Hour. But until such time, we are taking your calls here, 449-3095, 3096, 3097, 616-4257, and 305-432-9624, as we kind of ease you into the weekend. As you know, it's the 19th of August, and we're talking about the anniversary coming up very, very quickly next week of Tropical Storm Erica. In fact, we have 2 anniversaries to consider ourselves with in the next few days, Erica, as well as Hurricane David, which took place on August 29, 1979, and Tropical Storm Erica, August 26, 2015. And of course, we have an interesting development in the Atlantic. It's still many, many, many miles away. Should reach our area early next week. But that's a tropical disturbance, and it may strengthen later. So we've got to keep an eye on this, keeping also a watchful eye on Tropical Storm Fiona, which is still very far away from us and moving further toward the north of the island. So there's a good chance this will not necessarily affect us, but it is that time of year, right in the middle of hurricane season. And of course, we encourage all of you to take precautions out there and make sure you are well prepared for this hurricane season.
Get prepared for the hurricane season. Store at least 3 days drinking water and food. Stock up on batteries for radios and flashlights. Clear your yard of all tall trees and potentially harmful debris. Fill all important prescriptions and keep important medications secure. Ensure that you fully charge your digital phone and have a fully functional car charger. A message from Digicel and the National Disaster Preparedness Office.
En l'avenir, tu as laissé mon cœur sans.
So at 23 before the hour of 2 o'clock, we continue in the afternoon. Let me say a very special good afternoon to all of you across this beautiful island of Dominica.
Tu as blessé.
For those of you making your way back to the countryside after a day in Roseau, to the many, many, many bus drivers on the road at this time, do take special care, okay, as you negotiate the roads here in Dominica. Remember, you've got precious cargo on board, so do be very careful now. Of course, the Olympics continues. A lot of Olympic action tonight. We'll be looking forward to the relays. Bolt looking to get his 3rd gold medal in the 4x100 meters relay. Of course, the Jamaicans doing very well. They're now in possession of 5 gold medals. It's certainly a powerhouse now. Of course, leading the medal charge is the United States of America now with 100 medals in total, followed by Great Britain with 56 and China with 61. Of course, Great Britain is ranked above China because of the number of gold medals. They have 22 gold medals and China has 21. These are the 3 countries leading now in the Olympics, which should come to an end on Sunday.
Emmène-moi tout près de toi.
But still some exciting races to see. Earlier we had the gold medal play for badminton. Turned out to be a very, very interesting encounter there between the participant there from India and Spain, the women's badminton. Spain walked away with the gold. And India, the country of India, getting its first silver medal. That is, in their population of over 1 billion people. Very interesting indeed, having a silver in the badminton. All right, in case you're wondering, this is Talk on the Block, and Matt is away this afternoon. And we're just opening up the lines for your discussion, whatever you would like to discuss this afternoon. So feel free to call here, 449-3095, 93096, 3097. And let's go to the telephones. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Okay, we seem to be having... Yes, good afternoon.
Doc Blessings.
Yes.
I said nobody's calling them. They're listening. I hoping somebody will call. I want to hear people talk because it's a critical situation in which we're in. It's dire, it's urgent, and maybe a lot of us. Doc, something I wanted to say. You listen to our beloved Prime Minister congratulating Usain Bolt now?
No, I did not. I did not hear that. No.
Doc, let us leave that one alone. You there with me, sir?
Yes, but that's a discussion we need to have, because the fact of the matter is that our Dominican athletes are being denied opportunities to participate themselves because of government policy here. Absolutely no interest in the development of track and field. Even I saw the Grenadians participated because they put a lot of emphasis. St. Lucia is participating, and a lot of Grenadian athletes. I saw them in the triple jump. They were doing the 400 meters and so on, St. Lucia, but nothing for Dominica, and that's because we've not put the kind of emphasis on on track and field. So I hope the Prime Minister uses that occasion to in fact place more emphasis on track and field. What do you think?
But it's not just it is not just those who are involved in athleticism or athletes on island, but it's the potential of the young people of Dominica that is just, and they are just less stagnant, Doc, because the facilities are not there, the interests are not there, the resources are not there to bring out what a man might be walking on the road. You see him there, Doc, all the day, but Doc, maybe if you put that man on a track or on some pole, whatever it takes having to do with athleticism, Doc is saying, damn, I never knew that man was so. You know what I'm saying, Doc? So is the untapped potential, Doc. And guess what? These energies are going into crime and violence, illicit sex, illicit drugs, and you know what I'm saying, Doc? Yeah,
you're absolutely correct. And, the potential is there, but they need the facilities, and
to listen to this guy pay lip service. Oh, they put millions in sports. They put millions and things in the same department or industrial, whatever. They're claiming to have put all that money. Things are getting from bad to worse day by day. Where all that money is going, Doc? But something I wanted to say in conclusion. You there with me, Doc?
Yes.
Doc, you have the NGIC listening to people conversation. They're at the financial center with all the modern equipments they must have gotten from China. Listen to your phone calls. Maybe you can read your email. Whatever the technology, I don't know much about it. You there with me? That is one level of fear. Then Roosevelt Skerrit is a man who comes and threatens the people full time, tell them they're too free. Yes, Madam Speaker, this country is too free. And any little thing, you have police in military fatigue and battlefield weapons showing up, and they have cameras snapping the people. Doc, and remember, there is no electoral reform. Doc, don't you think that fear these guys have instilled in the people of Dominica is one of the major factors why people are so like zombies, Doc? Like they're really they're not, if they are participating, like they're not even willing to participate in the whole procedure of governance or the function of governance in their country. They just figure, boss, as soon as I can make a little $2 to feed my family, boss, me, I don't scare it and them to kill me, no? And another thing, you see, in the manner which Rosie Douglas and Pierre Charles died, I think that has instilled the fear of hell in Dominicans and a lot of people, particularly the bourgeoisie. These people know these guys are not playing, because if one of them come out and tell those poor people who does not understand all the complications, the intricacies in politics and economics and all of that, would just come out and say, yo, follow me. Doc, you know, all of them would follow them and go downtown, Doc.
Yes, indeed.
They cannot understand nothing that is being said, but because of who is leading, they would have just go downtown and bullets would be flying. But guess what? Mr. So-and-so say, forward, and it's forward we go in. So my people, I don't know what will it take to wake us up. I am taking it personally, because that is my piece of rock I was born and raised on, and no devil in hell is going to make me be afraid to participate in the electoral functions and the governance functions of my country. Not yes, Garrett. All you have to go. Blessings, King.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to the overseas line. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Dr. Fountain. How are you, Dr. Fountain?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right then, yes. Yes, Dr. Fountain, I was listening to the show last night, and the word decentralizing came up several times. And what came to my mind is an article, October 23rd, 2014, MOU signed for upgrading Portsmouth, Roseau and Portsmouth, construction to begin next year. That was in 2014.
2014,
Yes, just before the elections, Dr. Fountain. And besides bridges, drains, streets, escaping and so on, a public administrative building for Portsmouth is part of the plan. Portsmouth can do with another bridge to ease the flow of traffic in Borough Square. But Dr. Fountain, an administrative building for Portsmouth would be great. It would help prevent Portsmouth people from going up to Roseau for all little things like a birth certificate and so on. So they could decentralize and have some little businesses, government businesses, because that is on the article and administrative building for Portsmouth. Dr. Fountain.
So the question becomes what happened? What happened, right?
Excuse me?
So the question then is, what happened to all these great plans?
Well, that's what I'm saying, Dr. Fountain. If at least, well, they will keep to their promise. As they said, I'm saying, well, we need bridges in Portsmouth and so on, and whatever they plan. But I'm saying that the administrative building, I've always been saying that, an administrative building, because see that, they have a Morocco thing standing there, they have a cruise ship berth next side to close to the Morocco Hotel. They go now building another hotel. They say a few miles away they're building they're building another hotel and so on. But if they would focus on what the plan they had for Portsmouth, probably a new bridge and other bridge could do well. The administrative building, fix the Morocco Hotel, focus on the Morocco Hotel, and the cruise ship berth is standing there as well. It is there. But Dr. Fountain, it's Portsmouth, and they don't care. Some people say they're not talking about Portsmouth again, but as they were talking about this decentralizing last night, I wanted to call the program, but I did not get a chance. But so now that I get a chance, I am saying, well, I hope, well, it's not an order, how you call it? They give them something to hold.
Yes.
People and other, how you call it, Dr. Fountain?
Diabasak.
Yes. That's what, because they've been voting Labour for almost 100 years
Oh, yes.
now. And all they come now, all I'm hearing, well, is promise and promise. But now that they say they will give them an administrative building and whatever and whatever. They say they're trying the MOU, so I'm looking to say they'll keep their promise that time and give Portsmouth something. Thank you very much, Dr. Fountain, for your time.
Thank you so much for this intervention. We appreciate it. Yeah, so many promises, groundbreakings, etc. What's going on? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. Fountain.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, name Dr. Fountain. It gets me happy. It elevates my happiness. When I hear they call strike, doctor strike, it gets me sick. It took me mentally and physically. Where did he get that qualification from? He went to any university school to get that grade and that grade?
No, he did not, no.
You know, he's a man of envy and jealousy. All what you hear, he like doctor this, doctor that, he wants to become a doctor too. What I know him of, a great liar. He has a doctorate in lying. He's the most dangerous, notorious, fanatic liar. And all the time, this guy going Dominica going to gutter. And I'm ashamed to see how Dominica have come. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Enjoy your weekend. It's 11 before the of 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. Talk on the block.
Good afternoon, Dr. Fontaine.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. McLaw. How are you?
Well, just they're taking it one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you?
I'm doing good, doing good.
How is the family?
Everybody's good.
Well, praise God. Mr. Dr. Fontaine, when I look at men that qualify with so much education, and Dr. Fontaine, if you want to see a shame, that city, our first town, Roseau, Dr. Fontaine, I never see that in my life. For the time I'm living on this earth, I'm never see grass growing in drain, apart from hole. They're saying about, yes, I looking all those plastics, those little fog, those things, but to look at grass and to look at the color of the drain. What about the city council? We have a minister of communications and works. And if you want to see more shame, take a walk by the police station on your right hand side to go down by that stadium down there. To see, they find that is a beauty. I never see that type of flower. That is a disgrace. When we finish recording about Zika, we're calling about we have to protect ourselves. But we will protect ourselves, but when we sick, starting on me, we go to the doctor. We have the Minister of Health. Yes. You have to keep that, especially looking at the garden. Look at the drain there that is there. You have the committee. When you go there, before you enter, that should be shining because it's there you're going to get a little relief in your sickness. I'm calling on those that are in authority. It is high time now that city, our first town, too much money forming the fool, and people you say you want to have a healthy nation. Please, get the drain clean and put slab on the drain. So with that, our people, especially the youth nowadays, and the youth they themselves, today people don't have time to eat at their home. It's only going to a little restaurant. From the time they gather it, as soon as they finish it, they throw that down. Anyone you see that throwing it down, you charge them to make sure to keep that place clean. We have Minister of Health.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Maglaw. You know, we certainly get the point, and we need to in fact stress that. But we have only about 8 more minutes left, and there are several people wanting to call in this short time. So
all right, bye-bye.
I want to thank you this afternoon. Yes, let's go to the telephone call. Good afternoon.
Thompson?
Yes, Dr. Chillingford, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Look, I know there's a conversation started about the performance of the police. Mr. Blackmore made certain statements and suggested that the present leadership of the police force was either not performing adequately or underperforming, and there is now talk about getting a police chief or commissioner from outside the country. I'm not sure what triggered that particular debate, because it seems to me that Mr. Carbon and whoever else is there in the leadership of the police, they must have been evaluated in a comparative way before decisions were made for appointment. So what is it that Mr. Carbon has done or not done that has now put him in a position where they have to consider having him stepping aside and getting someone from outside? There's something very strange, at least to me, about the manner in which this whole thing has been made public. Is it that Mr. Carbon, for whatever reason, took a position on an issue that the government did not like, or is it that the public criticism of the performance of the police has reached a point where the government now feels that something needs to be done? But we need to have an explanation, and perhaps Mr. Carbon himself should make a public statement, because the charge and the accusation was against him, and the charge and the accusation is regarding his own performance as the commissioner, and the deputy was part and parcel of the complaint from Mr. Blackmore. Not sure if what I'm suggesting here will occur. That is, Mr. Carbon will make a statement in defense.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that something has to be cleared up here. It's not clear, certainly not to me, and I'm not sure it's clear to the public either.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, thank you very much for that. And you know, I'm not sure Mr. Carbon will ever make a comment, but it will be interesting to see. Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk on the Block.
Good afternoon, Dr. Thompson Fountain. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Dr. Thompson Fountain, I appreciate the sentiment of the last caller, Dr. Shillingford. But I want to suggest, Dr. Fountain, that while we're talking about this situation between the inconsistency of statements between the Prime Minister and his Minister of Legal Affairs, or his Minister of Justice, or whatever his position.
National Security.
National Security. We need to ask ourselves this basic question, you know. We know, Dr. Fountain, the type of police force that we would like to see operating, an honest police force, a police force that is not fearful or not intimidated of positions, and they will do their job without fear or favor. We know that is generally the type of police force that we would like to see as Dominicans operating in Dominica. That's why we need to ask ourselves, because I suspect that we know the answer for that. What type of police force do you think that Roosevelt Skerritt and his gang would like to see operating in Dominica? That is a question that we need to ponder on, because based on what we are seeing happening in our society, we can conclude that they would like to see a police force that they can manipulate to facilitate their corruption. And if anybody has anything contrary to that, I'd really like to hear the argument, because that question to me is important. What type of police force does Roosevelt Skerritt and his gang want to see operating in Dominica? Thanks a lot for the opportunity, man.
Okay, thank you very much, and that's a very good question to ask. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon to you.
I'm so happy to get you after the leader of the opposition, brother. I have a concern very much, and Blessing has been elaborating on this for a number of months or maybe even years. Maybe sometimes last year, I had a dream. And the dream has to do with a tsunami in Dominica. And we all know what happened to the last storm that last year, Erica, whatever it was. Devastating of what happened in the country. So I got another dream. But before that, I had a dream. Mr. Linton needs to be careful. Be careful in the sense of where you eat, where you drink, where you touch a knife. I share this sentiment with somebody from my village. And I thought I would get a call from Mr. Linton after, which I never got. But I am very, very, very concerned of the life and the being of the opposition leader, and even members of the opposition leader. Sometimes people say certain things and people take it for granted. And to me, my dream is that the 75 to 80% always correct. I'm calling on the opposition leader and the members of the opposition, be careful, please. Be careful where they eat, where they drink, where they associate, whatever, whenever. Because I can see something deadly, something very drastic will be happening in Dominica sooner or later. Good day and have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you very much, caller, for this warning. And certainly We are taking note. Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk on the Block. You have just a couple of minutes.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, to continue on the sentiments of Brian, because Mr. Blackmore made some statements there. And I mean, his statement was solely based on the fact that he was not seeing policemen at 2 o'clock in the morning. That was his sole base. It wasn't based on anything else. If there was some other merit, I mean, I could understand it. And that issue that he raised is something you could talk to the commissioner privately. But he is talking in a way as if he made the statement about we cannot leave the police alone because it cannot be an entity upon itself. When he made that statement, I started thinking, well, what is he talking about?
Exactly. Shouldn't the police be independent of the government?
I thought the police had a certain kind of constitutional responsibility.
Yes.
And it should be left alone by the politicians.
Absolutely.
And of course, I understand that they're sworn to the president of the country. And that's one of the reasons why we were not in favor of having Charles Sovereign as the president, knowing his history, that he is not suitable for the president. The president should have been someone who has not been involved in those kind of controversies that Charles Sovereign has been in. So Charles Sovereign also should not have been the president. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. We have time for just one more call. I see we have several callers now, but good afternoon. Quickly.
Yes, good afternoon, Dr. Fountain.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, the caller that called and told you about you and the opposition, the leader of the opposition, you all got to be careful. I mean, it's something that's real because we tend to take things for granted because a lot of us live in too physical, not realizing the spiritual realm is much bigger than and much greater than the physical. And a lot of times is the spirit realm or our ancestors sending messages to certain individuals to see things and giving warnings. So just be vigilant, be very careful of the things that you do, because those guys don't want to get out of power, and because they know the circumstances that's going to come upon them as far as the investigation, a lot of things. And to me, it's gone so far, they cannot stop, because the crimes that has been done, individuals lost their life because of they want to maintain power. It's like they can't stop. And by any means necessary, they'll do anything to maintain that. But like I said, good always going to overcome evil. And if you're always thinking positive, call upon your ancestors. This is mother, your father, to guide and protect you. I'm not religious. I don't believe in religion, but your ancestors will always guide and protect you. So don't take the brother for granted. Someone apparently, a being, spirit apparently gave him a message for you all to honor that. And like I always say, may the force be with you all. Thank you. Have a blessed afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much, Colin. And this, we've come to the end of Talk on the Block for today, Friday. All that's left for me to do is to wish you really a happy and enjoyable weekend. And take care as you stay tuned for TGCell Hour coming up.
I'm